Hello. Hello. Very tired right now. Very tired, but I gotta do this. So, you know when you like hit the wall? Whew, I'm gonna be high energy. Man, if I got in a fight, I would be destroyed. Okay. So we were going to go running with Emmy. That was our thing. That's what's happening right now. Okay. So I figured out with Emmy, right, what I'm going to do is I'm going to adjust the way. So when I speak with him, I go back. Okay. Like that. But then I'm going to... This is going to be all about the way I breathe. Okay, I guess. Yeah. Yeah. Hisao, come on. Come on, Hisao. Yeah. Something like that. Oh, shit. A hazing memory of running a mile for gym class surfaces in my mind. Yeah, it wasn't that bad. Emmy sets a pretty good pace, and I fall in behind her. Watching her run from behind. Try to keep up, okay, Hisao? Yeah, went back into super high pitch. Try to keep up, okay, Hisao? Roger. Okay. Okay. We round the first curve without incident, though I can already feel my heart rate increasing slightly. By the second curve, I started to breathe through my mouth. Nah, you're gonna get stitches. Emmy doesn't seem to be breaking a sweat. It's because she's got no legs! It's all about the legs. As if to punctuate her superiority, she turns around and starts running backwards. You doing okay, Hisao? Never. Yeah, better. Oh, really? Maybe you should speed it up then, Oh, and, when wow. Emmy, you're quite literally killing me, Emmy. Alright. Exert yourself. My heavy panting and wheezing. It makes the statement less convincing than I had hoped. Emmy simply smiles and turns round again. You're the boss, Hisao. We'll stay at this pace. I get the feeling I'm being mocked. If I weren't in such terrible shape, I'd probably feel offended. If I weren't such an oblong. By the third lap, my breath is coming in ragged gasps. I'm also awash in my own sweat. Gross. I don't need to shower anymore, I just self-showered. We round the curve to start our fourth lap, and Emmy looks back at me with a grin. Here we go! She takes off at a blinding speed, whilst I stubbornly stick to my slower pace. It's like, whoa, Sonic the Hedgehog, sorry, jeez. Why don't you just paint yourself blue? By the time I get to the first turn, she's already rounding the second. As I struggle to across the backstretch, Emmy continues running and catches up to me. Oh, she's mocking me now. Come on, Hisao, you can do it! I'd answer her, but I'm a little too focused on getting air into my lungs and ignoring the burning in my leg muscles. Ah! Part of me wants to say something like, maybe you can, but I'm about to die here. But then again, I doubt I can actually form words right now. He's like... He's got an oblong. Emmy keeps a pace with me as I round the second turn and cross the finish line. Her sprint seems to have gotten her sweating. Hisao. It's actually caused her shirt to turn slightly translucent. It seems she wears a black sports bra. I feel a vague stab of guilt for being the sort of guy who stares at a girl's chest. Don't lie. But my legs and chest are burning so badly I can't bring myself to care that much. Not bad for a first effort, Hisao. Kinda here to say... So... Emmy seems to be, if not out of breath, at least breathing a little more heavily than she was before we started running. It must have been that sprint that did it. Hey, I've got a few sprints in. You should walk around the track to cool down. I've got to get a few sprints in. Oh god. Then we can stretch out. And we'll be done, okay? Sounds great. My legs are on fire, and all my breathing is still heavy. But surprisingly, my heart seemed to be taking the strain well. Another triumph of medical science, I suppose. Triumph of medical science. Medical. I'm medical. That's right. You should put your hands behind your head. It makes it easier to catch your breath. Surprisingly, she's right. I begin to stroll around the track, happy to feel my breath coming back to me. What the hell is that? There's a blur as Emmy sprints past me. Watching her run is absolutely fascinating. Not just because she's on prosthetics, though that is interesting. Her hair length seems to vary quite a lot. Also her hair colour. Also her face. The really interesting thing is the way her face changes. It literally changes it to another person. Alright? When I'm not running, I'm like this, but when I run... then it's like a pervy old bastard. The really interesting thing is the way her face changes. Oh my god, she's a chameleon woman. I can only catch glimpses of it as it runs by, but her eyes seem to come alive with a sort of fierce joy. It's as if there's nothing really in the world but her and the track. It's almost like someone else has drawn her. When she starts running, it's like a different artist is taking control. By the time I've gotten to the final stretch, Emmy seems to have finished her sprinting. She's breathing heavily now, but she's wearing a satisfied grin on her face. She waves to me cheerily as I near her. Feeling better, right? Actually, yeah. Do you want to take another lap around with me? Oh god, I went high-pitched then. I gotta cool down too, you know. Part of me would rather sit down and not move. But something tells me that that would be a bad idea. Yeah, you don't want the lactic acid building up and all that. That lactic acid. Besides, if I sit down, there may be no getting back up again. Sure, why not? Emmy's got her hands behind her head now as well, which makes her seem very relaxed. The positioning of her arms also pulls her shirt upwards ever so slightly, so that I can see a small strip of her belly. I do my ass to act the gentleman and not look. After he's like, well, I look at her butt, but I draw the line at her stomach. But the contrast of her skin against her red running shorts is rather arresting. So how do you feel, Hisao? Surprisingly good, actually. I'm sore and tired, but surprisingly good. As soon as I say it, I realize that it's true. Sure, parts of me want to lay down and die. Like my arm wants to just lay down and die. The rest of me's okay, though. How's it going? How's it going? Come on, see you later. Let's go. Some part of me wants to live, but I feel like I've accomplished something. It's almost like a glow throughout my body that persists despite the soreness. Yeah, that's the runner's high. Runner's high? What you smoking? Yeah, it has something to do with adrenaline. Emmy thinks for a moment as we walk, trying to remember. Then she shrugs and grins at me. I don't actually remember. It's a good feeling though, isn't it? Better than sex, right? No. I open my mouth to respond shortly before processing what she's just said. Emmy watches my face for a few moments before bursting into laughter. Sorry, I couldn't resist. You're just too easy. Why did I agree to run with you again? Well, so now it seems like this time, she has had sex before then, it would seem. Because, at least according to that, at least if she's so casual about it, then I'd assume she has. Because, well, the other ones seem to have been the first timers. Apart from Misha. Why did I agree to run with you again? Emmy, why did I go to run with you again? Emmy just laughs harder. She takes a hold of my forearm and tilts it, allowing her to get a better view of my watch. Her face changes the moment she sees the time. Oh no! We better get a move on, Hisao. Class is in an hour and I need to shower. I'll come with you. No? Okay, I'll just go. I should probably do that as well. I need to see the nurse too. Maybe he'll write me a note for being late. Why do you need to see the nurse? Emmy points to her prosthetics as if that would explain anything. Everything. It's important to check for irritation. I guess was that the skin on the prosthetics, you know? Yeah, sweat. You know, from sweat or friction or anything. Normally I go off to practice. But if we're going to be doing these mornings runs, then I guess we'll see them twice a day. Wait, so Emmy has only just started doing these runs since I showed up? If it's more convenient for you to run with me at a later time... Don't be silly. I've been meaning to start running in the morning for a while now. But if I didn't have a partner to run with, I'd be less likely to keep up a routine. It's always harder to blow off commitment if you're going to let someone else down, you know? So you'll be my running partner for the mornings. Wait, who are you running with at the afternoon? Tell me this man's name. I'll crush his head with my meaty paws. Does he get to see your black sports bra and belly? Slut. I'm sorry, Emmy. I'm very possessive. I'm sorry, Emmy. I heard that you were running with someone. Turns out it's just a dog. We both need the exercise. You slut. You're running with someone else? I can't believe it. I thought we had something special. Oh, God. No, it's one of the girls from the class. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I exploded then. We both need the exercise, so it all works out, don't you think? We both need the exercise, so it works out, don't you think? Yeah, perfect. Did it have to be me, though? What are you complaining about? She's missing her legs. Well, I guess I can't complain too much. Emmy's pretty fun to hang out with. Perv. And she's right, I do need the exercise. Doctor's orders, even. Emmy waves a quick goodbye to me. Bye-bye! I love you, bye-bye! Right, I'm off! Come have lunch with us, okay? Oh my god, what was that? Right, I'm off! Come have lunch with us, okay? What? Lunch, you know, the meal in the middle of the day. Come have it with us. That's too high-pitched, isn't it? Lunch, you know, the meal in the middle of the day. Come have it with us. Where? The rooftop. Rin likes it up there. When? Lunchtime, where else? That was a silly question. Yeah, but I sort of felt the need to ask all three for completeness' sake. Emmy laughs and grins. I don't think I've seen a girl smile so much before. Not bad, Hisao. See ya! With that, she takes off like a shot for the school building. I don't think she can walk anywhere. I guess she's going to see the nurse first. I hurry back to my room and hop in the shower, only to find that the water takes a while to heat up. Oh god, Nudie Kenji's going to assault me again now. The shock of the cold water nearly kills me. I managed to warm up the water a bit and spend some quality time feeling my muscles loosen. My heart, surprisingly, and then my sphincter loosens, and it's a terrible mess. I spend the next 5 hours cleaning shit out of the shower. My heart, surprisingly, feels the least bothered by the run. I suppose it's a good thing, even if it does make me feel a bit of a wuss. I mean, at least I have an excuse beyond I'm out of shape or an oblong if my heart were bothering me. Guess I'll have to keep this running thing up. Otherwise, I'm sure Emmy won't let me hear the end of it. It's only after I get out and dry myself off that I realise I've only got 10 minutes left to put my clothes on and get to class. Crap. All over my legs, because my sphincter relaxed. The hands on the clock finally set me free from the tedium of yet another fun-filled class. So fun. Fun. Getting up from my seat proves to be more of a problem than I anticipated. Oh god, yeah. When you've worked the legs, man. I remember running once after I'd done legs really hardcore with a friend, and I ran and I literally just went, huh, and my legs went, I just crumpled into a heap. My legs are killing me from the morning's run. Maybe doing these with Emmy isn't such a hot idea after all. Still, the run's given me a hell of an appetite. But you can only eat special Emmy foods. I'm halfway down the hallway to the cafeteria when I remember that I've got my lunch with me. My parents saw fit to provide me with some pre-packed stuff while I moved in, and a good thing too. The hallway is packed with students headed for the cafeteria. Meanwhile, on the Gaza Strip, fighting broke out today. I heard that then. Meanwhile, on the Gaza Strip, fighting broke out... Meanwhile, fighting broke out today in the Gaza Strip. What? It takes me a moment to find the staircase leading up to the rooftop, but I'm willing to bet that Emmy and Rin aren't up there by now anyway. In fact, I think I saw Emmy among the bodies in the hall. Just dead bodies in the hallway. There's a couple of dead... We clean them up every few weeks. They just drop like flies now and then in this place. I step out of the door to the roof and take a deep breath. The fresh air blowing against my face and my body almost makes my legs hurt less. Maybe if I'm upside down. maybe if I'm upside down. Part of me wants to be surprised that Rin's already up here. What's that going to accomplish? Things in the clouds? Things in the clouds? I'm trying to get that right sort of deadpan. Couldn't you just look at them the right side up? Rin rolls her eyes in something approaching exasperation. And I wouldn't get a new perspective. Is upside down really a new perspective? Ha! I caught her off guard. Rin looks pensive. You have a point. Maybe sideways. As Rin lays down on the bench to look at the sky, I give up. Fortunately, Emmy chooses that moment to burst through the door carrying 2 bags. She nearly takes the door off the hinges. Old Lady Hulk there. Sorry it took me so long. There were a ton of people in line. She drops the first bag in front of Rin and takes a seat on the bench next to her. You buy Rin's lunch for her? She doesn't have any arms, you fucking idiot. Sometimes, yeah. I'd have Rin buy my lunch with me in return, but I'm not sure how she'd carry it. Plus, I'd never buy her lunch. If Rin offended by Emmy's comment, she doesn't show it. Emmy sniffs. How ungrateful of you. How ungrateful of you. I'm not sure whether the two are joking with one another or if I'm witnessing the beginnings of a cat fight. Oh my god, that would be amazing. No arms versus no legs. The 2 girls stare at one another for a few tense moments before breaking into smiles. Anime smiles! Yay! Ha! Hey, Emmy, do you think being upside down is the new perspective of things? Yeah, well, I can't wait. Didn't I already have this conversation? Emmy looks thoughtful, apparently giving the question some thought. After a deep and profound pause, she speaks. I have no idea. Well, at least she's as lost as I am. Hey, Hisao, you're coming to the track meet, right? The question comes out of the blue and catches me off guard. I don't know yet. Honestly, Hisao, after I went through all the trouble of letting you run with me in the morning, you won't even show up at my track meet? What's the track meet? Wasn't she the one that asked me to run with her? Actually, she didn't give me a choice in the matter. Wait, no, I didn't say that. She beams at me as if I just agreed to give her $1 million. So you will come after all, that's great! I didn't say that either. I'll be going too, so I'll make sure he comes, Emmy. Good idea, Rin. Maybe we can make some food or something after the meet's over. I feel like I've just been conned, but not by these two. More like by some outside force pushing me irrevocably towards my destiny. Or maybe I shouldn't read books that feature conspiracy theories so heavily, otherwise I might end up sounding like Kenji. Still, I suppose I've got to show up now. I don't think I could stand against both of them being disappointed. One of them would kick the crap out of you, the other one would... robo-leg kick the crap out of you. I'd never hear the end of it. When is it again? Next week, silly. I just told you a few days ago. No, you didn't. I forgot. Well, you won't forget to come, though, will you? Of course I won't. Don't do the face. I'll even make a note on the calendar or something. Rin nods sagely. That's probably a good idea, you know. Unless time changes its course. I can do that? Rin gives a non-committal shrug. It hasn't yet, but you never know. This time it's Emmy who gives a shrug. I suppose it can't be helped if it happens. And unless you're a time traveler or something. You don't actually think that could happen, do you? I like Rin. She's got a trail of thought I'm down with. It's like thinking of things like really oddly. I like that. I think we could have some good conversations. I don't think we do. Do we? Rin shrugs again. It seems to be her default response to everything. I don't mind. There's a new voice for Emmy. I don't mind. Off, was it? Frankenstein's? No, not Frank's Monster. Oh, what's the one with, Oh, the guy with the white hair. Not Leslie Nielsen. Not Leslie Nielsen. Leslie Neal. He was in, Cheaper by the Dozen, and the one with the big nose. This one where he was the brain, where he had the brain, and he wanted the brain transplant for he fell in love with a brain and wanted to find a body, and he finds this hooker, and she looks like amazing, and then she talks, and she's just like, hi, I don't mind. I don't mind. I was like, I was gonna cut your brain open and replace it with someone else's. I don't mind. Oh, it's my voice, isn't it? I suppose not, but I reserve the right to change my opinion at a moment's notice. For Rin, this statement makes a disturbing amount of sense. The fact that I realize this now frightens me a bit. I wonder if Emmy gets this feeling all the time. If she does, she's not showing it though. Emmy merely nods.
As expected, currently the frog here. Episode of Katawa Shoujo.
As expected. What's that supposed to mean? This time it's Emmy who shrugs. It's like she's using Rin's own weapons against her. Yes. Your response is the sort of thing I'd expect from you. That's all. Am I really that predictable? Emmy's smile seems to border on gloating. Nah, it's just that your unpredictability is pretty predictable. Well, that's alright then. I don't get the chance to see whether Rin's being serious or not as the bell rings. I didn't even eat anything. I was just watching this going on, whatever this is. I didn't notice the lunch period slipping by at all. Hanging out with these two was far too interesting. Emmy jumps up, a look of panic on her face. Oh no! I need to stop by my room to pick up my notebook before the next class. Do you wish you had a time machine now? Rin seems rather smug as she delivers this line. Just like she'd won an argument. Emmy ignores Rin's comment. Sorry, Hisao, but could you make sure our garbage gets thrown away? Yeah, I'll just throw it over the roof. Boom. Hey, what the fuck, man? Sorry. I usually clean it myself, but I've got to run. Sure, no problem. I think maybe if I take Misha's voice, because I get the high energy thing from her. Like, she's kind of higher pitch, but like a high energy. Like, maybe Misha minus the, oh my god, I can't believe it did me. Emmy darts away with an urgency I'm starting to expect from her. I don't bother asking Rin why she couldn't help. Oh, you could maybe, I'll be... you could tie her shirt arms to the bags. Make her carry them. So she'd be like there with 2 bags tied to her arms. Oh god, that's cruel. She already seems to be preoccupied with something entirely as she wanders off. She's probably used to Emmy taking care of cleanup, and for some reason, I doubt Emmy's ever raised the issue with her. It's like he forgets she has no arms. Cleaning up from lunch doesn't take too long, so I have plenty of time to toss our garbage out of over the roof and get to class. Misha greets me with a wave and a devious grin as I walk through the door. Didn't see you in the cafeteria, Hishan. Yeah, I decided it was too crowded there. Misha's grin gets even wider. Oh really? I'm sure you were participating in illicit rendezvous. What? What are you talking about? You were on the roof, right? With Rin and Emmy, know that. You Casanova, you. We had lunch, that's all. I already miss Misha. Misha burst into laughter, drawing the attention of several of my classmates. You're so adorable when you blush like that, Hee-chan. She gives me a conspiratorial wink. Don't worry, your secret's safe with me. It's no secret. Aww. Misha seems disappointed and then brightens up again. Time will tell. I don't know what the hell she's talking about, but blessedly our teacher comes in and the class starts. Now, Misha. Funny you weren't a lesbian. Another day of class has finally dragged itself to a close. Unexpectedly, I managed to stay awake for the whole day. I'm pretty sure that counts as a miracle. My legs seem unwilling to stand up for a moment. I guess the run took a lot out of me. I head down the hallway and make my way to my room. I sit down and half-heartedly chip away at my homework for a while, feeling like a vulture picking at a particularly unsavory carcass. It knows this is what it eats, but it's not sure that it shouldn't be ordering takeout instead. I don't think I can take this, but it's important to get my work done. Now let's see, what was I supposed to be looking over again? I know it's a losing battle, but I fight it anyway. Halfway through my math homework, I put my pencil down. This isn't working. I need a distraction. Well, I know what most guys would do, but what will he do? Unfortunately, my options for distractions are rather slim. He's like, I have a box of Kleenex, the internet, and some soap. I'm gonna make soap sculptures. And I'll look for them on the internet. I'm not in the mood to read right now. Kenji is unusually out of his room at the moment. If I go to the student council room, I'll end up working for those two. And heaven only knows where everyone else is, except for... Well, I suppose that's an option. I grab my shoes and head for the track. Emmy's probably down there. Track practice is just ending as I arrive at the track. Track. Now it just sounds stupid to me. Track. Everyone leading the track is going track. Yet the sun's beginning to dip low in the sky. Has it really gotten that late already? What are you doing down here, Hisao? Come to spy on me, have you? I give a shrug. To be honest, I'm not sure why I'm down here. I didn't have anything better to do. I figure that's about right. At the moment, Emmy's the only person that I can think of who I could visit. So I'm your last resort, am I? Nobody cool around, so I'll just go see Emmy. Is that what you thought? She actually looks angry. A chance for some teasing of my own presents itself. Actually, yeah, I guess you are. Emmy pouts. Oh no. Widening her eyes to give the maximum amount of puppy dog resemblance. Kidding! I was just kidding! Shit, man, it's like a truth detector. Like lie detector. What the hell is a truth detector? So you are down here to stalk me? Wait, what? That's not what I meant. Why would I stalk you anyway? It's not like you require stalking. What does that mean? If you're not a sleeper in class, you're down here, right? Emmy laughs at this comment. Well, you're not wrong, I suppose, but you forget about eating. I do that too, you know. I nod, conceding the point. Okay. Plus, I hang out with Rim sometimes too, so really, I might take some effort to stalk. What do you two do together, anyway? I'll stalk you to the ends of the earth. You don't seem to have a lot in common. She puts her hands on her hips and assumes a superior air. That's what you think. I've got all sorts of hidden hobbies, you know. Oh, really? Like what? Emmy puts her head to one side, as if she's trying to remember what it is she does in her free time. Well, Rin and I go out shopping sometimes. I guess that makes sense. Emmy's a girl, after all, but Rin? She's a girl, she must go shopping, obviously. Rin comes with you? We usually swing by the art supply store. Plus, she likes this music store that sells all kinds of weird-sounding stuff. She says it helps her focus. It helps focus her. That makes a little more sense. I think I've just turned into Misha now. I see. Any other hidden hobbies? Emmy wags her finger at me. Now, why would I go and reveal all my dark secrets to you? Damn it, I am. We hardly know one another. Somehow, I think that's all that Emmy has in the way of hobbies. Still, I don't think my question's been answered. Even if you have a few hobbies, I still don't see why you would hang out with Rin so much. I mean, she's kind of weird, isn't she? This comment causes Emmy to laugh loudly. That's the understatement of the year. So why? I mean, you're a lot better at conversation and stuff, so I figure you'd hang out with a lot of people, but I think I've only ever seen you with Rin. Emmy seems unusually defensive. Hey, I hang out with plenty of people that aren't Rin. You just don't see me doing it because I'm not in your classes. Okay, but it still doesn't explain why you hang out with Rin. I'm not even sure why I want to know this. So why do I care? I guess it's because lunch was so strange. Emmy shrugs, looking for a moment very Rin-ish. It's because we have similar outlooks. If you were to ask me the least likely answer to my question, that would be it. What do you mean? It's like... Okay, Rin paints and stuff, right? Yeah. I'm not sure where this is going. Well, I run. And that's why we're similar. You've lost me. Ow. What? Emmy frowns as if trying to figure out her answer. Well, maybe it's that we both do things for the same reasons. Huh? You know, we follow our passions. So, you're passionate about running and Rin's passionate about art, is that it? Well, sort of. Let me think. Well, Rin explained it to me once, but I don't know how much of it I followed. Not surprising. I think any explanation from Rin would probably confuse anyone. She says we both have classes after an extreme. Like, she's always trying to find a new way to show a particular feeling or something. And I run because of the feeling I get from it. The better than sex feeling? And since we don't allow ourselves to be slowed down by anything, we make a connection based on that. Is it like when you would climb the ropes when you were younger? Oh, that was awesome. You know what I'm talking about, guys. You know, the climbing the ropes in the gym class. You know it. Ah, you know it. I don't know about ladies, but I know the guys know it. You know, the climbing the ropes. You be like, climbing the ropes. I climb the ropes all day. Oh, yeah. I love climbing the ropes. Oh, yeah. Oh, shit. I'm going to climb the ropes in my spare time. Is there a climbing ropes club? I want to be part of that club. You know what I'm talking about. And since we don't allow ourselves to be slowed down by anything, we make a connection based on that. What do you mean, slowed down by anything? Like walls, people? like how you don't stop for people? Emmy looks surprised and points to her legs. You know, because I don't have legs? Oh, yes. You know, because I'm a runner and Rin's a painter even without arms. So we respect each other's determination. And that's why we hang out. I think. Well, I'm not sure that made any sense to me, but from Emmy's sheepish expression, she's not sure about it either. To be fair, the fact that Hisao wasn't like, I guess it's because you have no legs and she has no arms, maybe he just didn't think about it. Honestly, it's not something I think about much. We just get along. I think that's all that really matters. It's true that. You don't need to know why, you just need to know that you do. That's how friends work. I suppose she's got a point there. Another question strikes me, and since I've got nothing better to do, I ask it. So, what got you into running anyway?
Oh, I've been running since I was really little. My dad was a runner, and as soon as I could walk, he started teaching me how to run. It was our father-daughter thing, you know? Our own mutual hobby.
Oh, she looks sad there. A shadow crosses her face, and I'm shocked to see her looking sad. Oh, no. Don't do the... Wait, was that the opening to Mad Men? Did something happen between them?
Oh, man, I don't have a lot of time left. Sorry, I've got to get a few laps in before I go see the nurse.
She races off around the track, her hair streaming in the wind. It seems to me she's going a lot faster than she was this morning. As she rounds the track, I catch a glimpse of her face. Sadness. Oh no. It's much the same as it was this morning. Someone else has drawn it. It's like someone has drawn it on. But her eyes seem to have taken on a harder edge. I guess she's right. I don't really know much about her. I watch her run for a little while, and then stand up to head back to my room.
Hey!
She spots me leaving and waves to catch my attention.
Don't forget, same time tomorrow morning. Got it?
Got it. I head back to my room. Homework beckons. I can't sleep. My body's tired, but my mind is kept awake, staring at the ceiling in the hollow darkness of my room. I grasp desperately for a thread of thought, hoping that I can run my brain into the ground. All I can think of is how I can't think of anything. This is not productive at all. I wonder if this is like a side effect of my medication, though it seems odd for it to take so long to show up. Then again, maybe I'm just not used to my new surroundings as I'd like to think. This is why I could never keep going to like gyms in the morning, because I'd always wake up really late, or I wouldn't sleep and I'd wake up like, I'm too tired. I'd go to sleep the moment I was supposed to go to the gym. I don't know, but for whatever reason, I'm awake and I shouldn't be. This is ridiculous. Ignoring my body's stiffness, I get out of bed and look at my clock. 4 in the morning. Last time I checked, it was only 1, so maybe I slept a little. I hate that when you only sleep for like 2 or 3 hours and you're just like, and then your body's like, okay, I guess I'll go for a while. You're like, oh great, I'm all whacked out now. I'm all whacked out. I don't know. I throw on some clothes and head out of my room. A walk might do me some good. I think I'll stop here because I thought it was going to stop there, but whatevs, you know. That'll do then, guys. Thank you for watching. That was Katawa Shoujo. I've been Millbee. Hope you enjoyed yourselves. I'll see you next time.
Bye-bye.